at the right time, in the wrong place, we unsafe. 151 with no chase and no ice, take away your life like 3 strikes. Yeah, come on, chamber music. Fragile physique, accomplish more in one day if you can do it in a week. The X-Man Wolverine, one swing to make the cut clean.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy J-Rocks. Now today, I just finished doing the part 1 of the Excalibur review of the Warren Ellis run. So now we're gonna do volume 2. It was running a little long, so I decided to break it up into different parts. Do volume 2 right here. This is the continuation to that. Now this is Excalibur's like a X title. It's an X-Men team, but they're in England. They're in England, and the X-Men team is in the United States. This is all stuff that happened after the Phalanx coming in. Phalanx coming in is it was like a big crossover with all the X-Men titles, all the X titles, X-Men, X-Factor, Excalibur, X-Force. So it was a big event where all the teams had to team up to fight this greater evil. So this is what happens after. Well, at the same time this is happening in the X-Men titles. If you want to follow continuity, this is happening at the same time on X-Men. It would be the Road to Onslaught stuff would be at the same time as this. Now on the previous video I was doing flipping through the pages and stuff, but I noticed like the light, it was glaring a lot through the pages and so forth. So I'm gonna try to just throw the pages in as I speak. I'm gonna throw the pictures of what I'm talking about on the screen, so that way it won't have glare or whatever. I'll just take a picture of it and put it on the screen with the editing program, and hopefully that works out better for you guys. Fuck that, I need a little bit of a drink right here. I already did the whole first part without sipping on anything. So this episode is brought to you by this flavor of champagne right here. What's it say right there? Whatever, but I got this flavor today because it's it says right here, this one's made in Italy. Most of these they say made in California. This one says made in Italy, so I was like, and the bottle shaped differently, so I said fuck it, let's ride with that, see what it tastes like. I always get different flavors anyways, so let's see what this one tastes like. See the regular shaped bottles, and this one's kind of shaped like differently, so it kind of caught my attention. I was like, like let me try it out. Alright, so where we last left off, it was Kitty Pryde and Wisdom had just hooked up, right? They kind of had like a one-nighter, and here it starts where they're like, oh, are we in love? Should we pursue this? Should we keep doing this? Do you want to start a relationship or whatever? So they're kind of thinking about it, going back and forth. They decide to tell the rest of the team, look, we have feelings for each other, we want to start going out. So the team's like, all right, that's fine, let's all go drink and celebrate, right? I like these character moments in the storylines when they're just hanging out, they're going out to a bar, drinking, everybody's getting all dressed up and so forth. And Nightcrawler and Captain Britain, they're acting all buddy-buddy, like with Wisdom, like, yeah, that's cool, you know, you're going out with a homegirl, whatever. And as soon as he goes to the bathroom, because, you know, they've been drinking, whatever, he goes to the bathroom to go, you know, let out the water or whatever. And when they get there, they creep up behind him and they grab him. They're like, look, if you ever hurt Kitty Pryde's feelings, you know, she's our friend, you ever do her dirty in any way, you know. So they're letting him know shit will get ugly. And he's like, whoa, nah, like, I'm not just using her, like, I actually like her, I want to see where this goes. So that's kind of funny how they're like a little overprotected, because she's the youngest one in the group, but I always found her to carry the title. She kind of like, it's Excalibur, the leaders, sometimes Nightcrawler, sometimes Captain Britain, but to me it always felt like the main character was Kitty Pryde, like it was a Kitty Pryde X-Men team. So they get back from the bar, and you know, Kitty Pryde and Wisdom, they're like on cloud 9, like, yeah, you know, we're all in love, we're feeling each other, and we already told everybody we don't have to keep it a secret and so forth. And now she's telling them, join Team Excalibur, kick it with us, you know, move into the mansion where we live at or whatever. So while all this is going down, the ex-boyfriend shows up, right? Colossus shows up. He shows up, he's all happy, like, yeah, I'm gonna see Kitty Pryde again and so forth. And he's seen her and she's making out with Wisdom, and he just goes crazy. He's like, what the fuck, who's this guy? They start going at it, this epic fight scene. It's a badass fight scene, and you never feel like Wisdom's gonna win. Colossus is bigger, stronger, more powerful, so you never feel he's gonna win that battle, but he puts up a decent fight. But he gets his ass whooped at the end, And it wouldn't be an X-Men title if there wasn't this type of drama. You know, they got all that soap opera drama all the time. It builds up for good stories. There are a lot of times those stories are more interesting than them fighting another villain of the week or whatever, right? And Casey Jones's art, he just pulls it off. You really capture the fight scenes are badass. The movement, if it really feels like you're watching a cartoon or something, you're watching every other panels move smooth, the action, and even the romantic scenes where they're talking about their relationship or making out. It feels like I'm watching TV, you know, like his art is. I'm surprised why I had never heard of this guy before, and I hadn't read these Excalibur titles. I stopped around issue 40 or so back in the days. But anyways, his art, you know, he kills it on this. His art it was my favorite, definitely the standout. Now, needless to say, Kitty Pryde and the rest of the Excalibur team is pissed at Colossus. Last they heard, he was a villain. He was a bad guy. He had left Kitty Pryde and he was fighting for the other side. Again, to find out about all this stuff, you would have to read it in other titles, which I plan on reading next and hopefully doing a video on it. I'm gonna try to do a X-Men read along and just go through everything in order. Hopefully, I could get it done. Storyline is the Hellfire Club. There's another Hellfire Club in London, right? Or in England, whatever. Hellfire Club, they got a new member, which is Day Tripper's mom, the one that was trying to go after that soul sword for power. She's like a magician or whatever, and this would enhance her powers. She's part of the new Hellfire Club, and she's still going after that power, right? So she's trying to get power and juice through the Hellfire Club, and also trying to get that soul sword. And there's another third option. She's also trying to get power off of somebody else that I don't want to get into because I don't want to spoil anything. Definitely read it and check out what's this. The other thing is that's the big one. Check that out. It's definitely more street level, but it also has a supernatural kind of little storylines because there's a lot of magic involved and monsters and stuff like that. Here on volume 3, this is going down. This covers issues 96 to 103. This is all going down during the tail end of the whole Onslaught storyline on X-Men, just so you know where you're at continuity wise. That's where we're at. And they're really not involved in the whole Onslaught situation. They stay in England. The X-Men, the main team from America, they stop by briefly just to say, look, some shit is going down in the States. Don't get involved. Stay here. You know, handle whatever's going on in England. Don't go risking your lives. Like fools are getting taken out, you know? And they're just there standing by, getting anxious. Like, we should go help them. We should go help them. We should go to the States. Moira McTaggart, who's kind of like their Professor X, it's like, no, you guys can't go. I just had a premonition that something corrupted Xavier and he's very dangerous. Don't go. And they're watching on TV that all the Avengers are getting wiped out. They're all getting killed. The X-Men are still around, but all the Avengers are getting killed. Because in the 90s, this takes place in 96. So, and by that time, all the 90s, the Avengers were like nobodies. Like, nobody was buying Iron Man or Thor or Hulk or any of them. And maybe Captain America is the only one that had any type of clout at that time. So the Excalibur team just watching on TV, like getting anxious, like, man, all of them are just getting killed. We're watching it on the news. And there it touches on how they saw the Avengers. I was like, wow, like these guys were my heroes. They were like larger than life. What a trip that they're dead. Like, who would have thought, right? Also, it touches a little bit on the differences how England or like, you know, other countries see mutants compared to the United States. Like, it's implying there's like more racism in the United States than there is in England. Like, it's a bigger deal there. They were talking about it like, wow, like, you know, they look at the Avengers, they don't look at us like that. The X-Men teams, like, they hate on us when we're doing the same thing they doing, but on us it's always a bad thing, and when they do it, they're heroes. Imply also, if you're a hero or something, nobody's gonna put you on a pedestal either. Nobody's gonna hate you, but nobody's gonna love you either. Did that because Captain Britain is talking about that. Wow, like, here they never saw me how they see Captain America in the United States, like, as like he's, you know, like he has statues everywhere. He's like this big thing. He's a big deal. And Captain Britain is like, I've never been that in England. Like, they never treated me that way. And he's complaining about how he never got that love he feels he deserves, you know. And then the other X-Men are like the mutants. They're like, well, we've also never got the hate that we get over there, you know. So it goes both ways. Like, you don't get your credit, but we also don't get hated on. So we get treated neutral here. You don't get treated special. Like, you won't get treated too special, but you also won't get treated too bad. Like there won't be prejudice against you either. But anyways, I'm getting just read it. They could explain it better in the book when you read it yourself than I can. And yeah, I guess that's all I got for you. If you like the video, if you have any recommendations or any ideas, anything you want me to talk about, post it down on the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and if you have any constructive criticism, let me know. Put it in the bottom. I'm always willing to hear new ideas, so I could find out how to play with the channel, what to do or whatever. And if you ain't subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned for future videos. And if there's something you'd like to see, like I said, holler at me in the bottom. Let me know what it is. Ideas are always welcome. And yeah, I'll check you guys out next time.